In this video, we are going to learn on accessing the list items. How can we access the list item? By referring to the index number. So first we should know how to name the index number for a given list. Only when you know how to name the index number for a list, we'll be able to access the list items. So first let's see that. Okay, first let me create a list. So now I'm going to give the name of the list as, so let it be the list of flowers. So I'm giving the name of the list to be as flowers equal to, I need to open the square brackets, put double quotes, rose. Next close the double quotes, comma, open the double quotes, sunflower. Close the double quotes, comma, open the double quotes, jasmine, close the double quotes. So these are the three elements that is present in the list. So what are the three elements present in the list? Rose, sunflower and jasmine. So these are the three elements that is present in a list. So what is the next step? If you want to print this particular list, that is if you want to print the entire list, you want to see the entire list in the output window, that is in the console window. Next what do you have to do for that? You need to write print bracket the list name which you have written. So flowers is the list name which you have written. So now when I run this program, I'll be able to see the full list in the output window. Now we are going to see how to name the index number for the list. So now this rose is there, right? So this rose is going to be 0. Next sunflower is 1, index number 1. Jasmine, index number 2. So from left to right, you have to start the index number from 0. So 0 for the first element of a list, 1 for the second element of the list, 2 for the third element of the list. If more elements are there, you just have to write 4, 5 and so on. If you want to start naming from right side to left side, then you have to start naming with the negative numbers. So from right hand side, what is the first element? It is jasmine. So for jasmine, it is -1. Next for sunflower, it is -2. For rose, it is -3. And if many more elements are there towards the left hand side, -4, -5, -6 and so on, you have to name the index numbers. So naming the index number will be done in this way only. So from left hand side to the right hand side means you need to start naming the index number from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. If you want to name the index numbers from right hand side to left, then you have to start with the negative numbers. So -1, -2, -3 and so on. So in this way you have to do the indexing. So now let's see how to access the list items. So now I'm going to print flowers, but I don't want to print this entire list. I want to print only sunflower. If I want to print only sunflower, after writing the list name inside the print statement, I need to put square bracket and inside I have to write the index number for sunflower. So from left hand side, if I count, what will be the index number for sunflower? For rose it is 0. For sunflower it will be 1. So 1 is the index number. So now if I press this run button, in the output I'll be able to see only sunflower. So here I have got in the console window the answer to be as sunflower. So in this way you need to access the list items. Or I also have another method in which you can mention the index number, because we learned two ways of indexing. So instead of putting 1, From right hand side to left hand side also I can name the index numbers. So for jasmine it will be -1 and for sunflower it will be -2. So inside the brackets I can put -2. Don't forget you have to put for index number, you have to put the square bracket. Now I'm going to give run. So I'm getting the same output as sunflower, because for indexing you can either put -2 for sunflower or 1 for sunflower. Okay. Now next I want to print jasmine. So what I have to put? I have to open the square brackets. I can put -1 and close the square bracket. Because from right hand side if I start counting, for jasmine the index number will be -1. So now if I run this program, in the output I am able to see jasmine. In the same way, from left hand side if I count, for rose it is 0, for sunflower it is 1 and for jasmine it is 2. So if I put 2 and then if I click on this run button, I'll get the output as jasmine. So in this way you need to access the list items. So I hope you have understood this. So here, look at this. Flowers is equal to rose, sunflower and jasmine. So these are the three elements that is present inside a list. Now these are the index number. For 0, it is rose. For 1, it is sunflower. For 2, it is jasmine. So this is naming from left hand side to right hand side. Next, index naming from right hand side to left hand side. So -1 for jasmine, -2 for sunflower and -3 for rose. So in this way you can do the indexing. That is, you can give the index number. Either you can give 0, 1, 2 format or -1, -2, -3. Any one you can use, it is of your wish. So this is the way in which you have to do the index numbering. So I hope you have understood this. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends.